Hello guys, my name is Ankara and you're welcome to Lizama Stitches. So in this tutorial, we are going to be learning how to make shirt collar. So if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. So let's get started. So to draft the collar, I'm going to take my neck measurement. I'm going to take my round neck measurement. So my round neck measurement is 21.5 inches. So I'm going to be working with 21.5 inches. Now I'll keep this aside. Now this is my paper. I'm going to start by drawing a straight line. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to divide 21.5 inches by 2. And that gives you 10 3/4. 10 3/4. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to find the midpoint of this line. Now this is the midpoint of this line. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to come up by 1/2 inch from this point. And I'll connect the points. So I'm going to connect this point to this point with the curved part of my ruler. Just like this. And from this point, I'm going to go up by 1 inch. I'm going to mark 1 inch, 1 inch, just like this. And I'm going to continue on those curved parts. I'm still going to be marking 1 inch on this curved part. And I'll connect it. So from this point, I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch and I'll mark. Now I'm going to curve this part a little with my free hand, just like this, and I'll cut. Now take note, my pattern paper is on fold. So this is my collar stand. I'm going to keep this aside, and now this I'm going to use this paper to draft my collar fold. My paper is on fold. Now I'm going to start by drawing a straight line, just like this. Now I'm working with the same measurement I used in drafting the collar stand. So half of my neckline is 10.5 inches. Now to determine the height of my collar, I'm going to be working with 2.5 inches. So I'm going to mark 2.5 inches here, and I'll do the same thing here. And I'll connect the points. So this second line I just ruled is also 10 3/4. So what I have here is 10 3/4. Now I'm going to mark my 10 3/4 here, and I'll connect the points. So from this point, I'm going to go in by 1 inch and I'll mark. And I'm going to connect this point to this point, just like this. Now on this point, I'm going to go up by 1/2 inch. And I'm going to connect it to this point with my curved ruler, just a slight curve. And I'm going to cut it. So this is my collar. This is my collar fall and my collar stand. Now the next thing I'm going to do is this. I'm going to cut my interfacing. I'm not going to add seam allowance on the interfacing. I'm going to cut it the way it is on the paper. But while cutting the fabric, I'm going to add 1/2 inch seam allowance all around it, all around the collar fall and the collar stand. Now this is my collar. On the fabric, I added 1/2 inch seam allowance all around it. But on the interfacing, I did not add seam allowance. I just cut it the way it is on the pattern paper. Now the same thing with the collar fall. I didn't add seam allowance on the interfacing. So the next thing I'm going to do is to iron the interfacing. I'm going to iron the interfacing on the fabric. So I'm going to do it and show you the outcome. So this is my fabric. I've ironed the interfacing on my fabric. Now the interfacing I used for this is the hard one. And I added 1/2 inch seam allowance all around it. Now take note, I have two collar fall and 2 collar stand. That's what I have. And now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this to my sewing machine and I'm going to place it just like this, and I'm going to sew it right side facing right side. I'll sew it right side facing right side. Now after sewing, I'm going to turn it to the right side. So after that, now I'm going to place my, now after sewing and turning to the right side, I'm going to place the collar fall in between the collar stand, and I'm going to sew. I'm going to place it this way. The collar fall is going to be in between the collar stand, and I'm going to sew it. I'll place it right side facing right side, and I'll sew with 1/2 inch seam allowance. I'm going to sew from here to this point. I will sew from here to this point, and after sewing, I'll turn it. So now this is my collar. I'm done sewing. So this is my collar. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends. Share this video in your sewing groups. Subscribe to my channel. Feel free to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Lizama Stitches. We've come to the end of this tutorial. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.